Hi, Jama here. Um, I'm a bit sad tonight. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to appeal for emotional sympathy or anything like that, but because I was listening to a certain preacher slash Christian called Dr. Michael Brown, and I deliberately went looking for him because I know in recent times and probably several other times in the past he had mentioned things along the lines of the whole idea of the rapture, us being in the last days, and so on, the return of Christ is imminent, and so on. Is false doctrine. But I had not really listened to him before properly with careful consideration, and but I became really intrigued and wanted to find out more, especially after a fellow believer, a sister in the Lord, responded to one of the videos I posted out a few days ago about the imminent return of Christ and the rapture and so on. And if you've not seen the video, I'll post the links below. It was a bit long, it was about half an hour, which I apologize for because in general my preference is to keep them as short as possible, ideally 7 minutes, no more than 10 if possible. I know I've been flouting that rule in recent times, but anyway, so I listened to him tonight, and I was sad as I listened to him because not only did he poo-poo the whole idea of Christ being ready to return, the fact that we are in the last days, and he was right when he said the last days began from after the time when Jesus departed this earth. You know, the Bible makes that clear to us in the book of Acts chapter 1 and 2, and it's referenced in the book of Joel chapter 2, around verse 28 or thereabouts. So yeah, on the one hand, I agree with him that the last days started 2,000 years ago, but if you actually listen, you will see the hint of cynicism, skepticism, a hint of scoffing at the idea that our time is nearly up. And the reason I say that is because, see, I don't have a problem with people saying the rapture is not imminent. I don't have a problem with people saying the Great Tribulation is not near, or that the Great Tribulation happened in AD 70, which I find really funny, but it's not particularly annoying. What I have a problem with is when people make sweeping statements without proof from the Bible. They don't address the matter. They don't address the signs that Jesus spoke about in Matthew 24. They don't address the things that are mentioned in the book of Revelation. They're very dismissive. And the more annoying part is how that they're not only dismissive, they talk about how that those who believe in these things have stopped doing anything. They are not interested in change. They are not interested in preaching. They are not interested in doing anything. They're just sitting down, doing nothing, waiting for the Lord to return. Kind of like how the Jehovah's Witnesses were, I think, in the early 1970s, when there was this ongoing doctrine among the Jehovah's Witnesses that the end of the world was near. What is sad about that is that, on the one hand, actually his accusation against those who believe in the pre-trib rapture is actually false, in that a lot of these people are working. I just came back from work myself, very late. If I was that indifferent, I would not be bothered. He gives the impression that those who believe in the pre-trib rapture are not interested in change. They're not interested in speaking out against different things going on in society, pedophilia, homosexuality, all sorts of strange things going on. I mean, I was sharing with a colleague in the office how that a TED conference presenter was advocating actively for pedophilia to be recognized and legalized. If you don't believe me, just Google TED conference pedophilia. You'll be surprised, you'll be amazed and shocked at what you see. But that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about here is the dismissiveness in a number of all these popular preachers, and what they don't realize when they don't prove what they're saying, when they don't empirically show from the scriptures, however wrong or right, they don't empirically show from the scriptures what they are saying, they are almost to the point of overthrowing the faith of many who follow and respect them immensely. What these guys don't realize is that they have a responsibility to teach properly. Even if they are wrong or right, they need to teach properly. They need to show clearly from the scriptures, line upon line, precept upon precept, a little here, a little there, how that their perspective is right. If we can have, when I listened to the video, I wanted to actually come out, and I wish I could have him in front of me so I could speak with him directly rather than putting out on our video. But we're not in the same league as far as popularity is concerned. I am virtually unknown, and he is very well known. And that's what worries me the most, because a lot of people listen to him and respect him immensely. The reason why I'm now taking the time to share this with you is that you have a responsibility to yourself to read the Bible for yourself. You need to find out the truth for yourself. In Acts chapter 17, when Paul went to the city of Berea after being kicked out of, well, not necessarily kicked out, but he was not received very kindly in Thessalonica. He went to Berea, and the Bible says that they received him with openness of mind or openness of heart, and they received the word eagerly. They received the word eagerly and went back and searched if these things were true. Now, the only premise on which you can search if something is true or false is that you show from a point of reference. And I believe in the case of a Christian, the point of reference is the Bible. You show why something is true or false. A number of popular preachers have been dismissive about the rapture, about the times that we're living in. A lot of preachers, known and unknown, popular and unpopular, have been dismissive. I'll mention a few: Michael Brown, some non-preachers, but folks who are followed quite well in the Christian community, who I respect in some respects. People like Steve Quill, for example, who are very, very dismissive of the times that we're living in, but without any basis at all in the Bible. Friends, don't listen to these guys blindly. I'm not saying I am the one telling you the truth and you should listen to me. If you notice, I always tell you, don't believe me for my words. Look at the Bible. We are reading the same Bible. God made it available. This is not the days before the Gutenberg press printed the first Bible, and so the Bible became available to the so-called masses. In today's world, you have the Bible on the phone, you have the Bible in a book, you have the Bible on a Kindle, you have the Bible on your computer, you have the Bible on the web. You have the Bible everywhere. God has made this book available to you. Read it for yourself. Paul said something. He said, the things that will write unto you are things that you can read and understand. These things are not as complex or as complicated as many people make them out to be. The Bible makes us to understand that when Jesus gave John the revelation, he told them, he said, blessed is he that reads it and he that hears it. So whether you read it with your eyes, or you listen to it on a tape, or on a Bible website, or on, say, Bible.is, you download the Bible to your phone and you listen to it. The Bible says, blessed is he that hears or reads. Blessed is he that hears or reads. Blessed is he that reads and hears the book of Revelation, because of what he tells us in it. And believe you me, this thing is not as difficult as they make it out to be. Read it for yourself. Don't follow men. Don't even follow me. Read the Bible for yourself. Read the Bible for yourself. Look at what is going on. Read the news, and not just what they tell you on the 10 o'clock news, not just what BBC tells you, ITV tells you, CNN tells you, Fox News tells you. Look at things that are going on. Observe for yourself. Observe the events going on in the world today, and look at how they are being fulfilled in the scriptures. Be studious of the Bible. The one thing we do know is that Jesus promised the Philadelphian church, and thus he promises us today, you keep my word, I will keep you out of the hour of trial that is coming upon the whole earth. Friends, be careful. Don't just follow men. Follow men as you follow Christ. Follow the word of God. Follow the Bible. Follow the Bible. You will not make any mistakes thereof. God bless you. Bye.